Shalom Aleichem, everyone. Hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful week. This week's Dvar Torah is sponsored by dear alumnus Rav Eli and Tikva Sadiq. They sponsor for the sake of the Hatzlacha of their mishpacha and Eli's Hatzlacha in his upcoming Step 2 medical board exam. So we wish the entire family a tremendous, tremendous amount of Hatzlacha. This week in Eretz Yisrael, we lay in Parsha Shlach. In Chutz La'aretz, we're laying in Parshas Ba'aloscha. So again, let's try and bridge the two together. So we read about the Meraglim, and we read last week about the downfall of Klal Yisrael, the beginning of this process of Parsha after Parsha of negativity. It starts at the end of, we read Vayhi ben Saron, and then Vayhi ha'am kimisonanim. Rabbeinu Hashem, they started to complain. Where was the basar of Mitzrayim, the great vegetables that they had? They start to complain, and that carries over into our parsha as well. And there's a beautiful, beautiful insight that the Stipler Rav has, really a phenomenal idea, where he points out that the Torah tells us by the Meraglim that they came back with this report of Eretz Ocheles Yoshvehahi. It's a land that consumes its inhabitants. People die in this land. They don't survive in this land. And they came back with this negative report, just like in Parshas Ba'aloscha also. They come back and say, we remember the good old days of Mitzrayim, good old days. 210 years of servitude where firstborns were thrown into the Nile River. Like, what were they thinking? So Rashi there in Parshas Shlach, and it's quotes a Gemara in Maseches Sotah Daf Lamed Hey, where the Gemara tells us what did they see? What did they see that caused this reaction? Eretz Ocheles Yoshveha. So the Gemara describes that when they got to Eretz Yisrael, they saw funerals, big funerals, large funerals that were going on, and they said, "Whoa, look at all this funerals." Well-attended funerals, it must be that people die here left and right, and therefore this is not a place. This is not a place for us. It's not a place. It's a God-forsaken place, not a place for the Jewish people to go. And the Gemara says they missed the point. They missed the point. Hashem actually orchestrated that there be some large funerals. Funerals were not common. They were rare. That's why they were so well attended. But he orchestrated Dafka now, and the Meraglim are coming, funerals to take place, so the Meraglim could do their job of scouting out the land, not being bothered by people questioning, who are you, what are you here for, what are you doing, and thereby their mission might be thwarted. So actually, they were getting this great siyata d'shmaya. But what ended up happening was people, they looked at it differently. They said, wait, this place, people die here. This place is a place of death, of funerals. This is not for us. And the Stipler Gaon in his Sefer Birchas Peretz just provides a beautiful, beautiful insight. And that is that people see what they want to see. The Meraglim had a predisposition to find problems for whatever reason. They wanted their Malucha, they were the Nisim, they were the great leaders of each Shevet, they wanted their status, they wanted to stay in the Midbar for whatever reason, to be under that unique Hashgach v'Kadosh Baruch Hu, but they walked in with a certain mindset, with a certain vision. They knew what they wanted to see. They saw what they wanted to see. Same exact thing by the Misonanim. The Misonanim, they had a mindset. They were afraid. They saw what they wanted to see. They reoriented their perception of what Mitzrayim was, and therefore, we miss the glory days of Mitzrayim. This is a fundamental yesod. Carol Dweck writes in her book about mindsets. Everything depends on what your mindset is. Do you have a fixed mindset, a closed mindset, or is it a growth mindset? What is your mindset? Yes, human nature is, we see what we want to see. I witness all the time, Talmidim come in with a positive mindset, a growth mindset, and there are no limitations. It's limitless potential. And then sometimes people come in with the mindset of, I never did, I can't, I won't be able to, a defeatist mindset, and that will dictate the result. It always dictates the result. Our mindset, what we're looking to find is what we will find. If we're looking for breakthroughs in Gemara learning and growth in Yerushalayim, we'll find it. If we're looking for things to hold us back to our own limitations, so we'll find that. That's exactly, says the Birchas Peretz, what happened over here by the Meraglim. The Meraglim were looking to find problems, and yes, they see funerals. They found problems. Another person, Kalev and Yoshua, could have walked in and said, no, these funerals are to our advantage. Yes, a couple of people died, big funerals. Right now, Dafkan are coming in so that we can properly scout out the land. Such an important lesson. and such a big yesod on how we view things and what will enable us to really propel ourselves, have a beautiful and wonderful Shabbos Kodesh.